Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. Last time we left off, we began the investigation to figure out who that body, who that corpse is, or who that person is that's dead in the garden, and can it really be Kitty Giddy? And it doesn't really look good for us because everyone else has an alibi, besides myself and Kitty Giddy. So we're just investigating, and now we are in her room thanks to Tagami opening the door for us because he's actually being nice. So let's go ahead and just investigate everything real quick. Yeah, probably nothing there. I don't know why the hell I'm even investigating all these other stuff. Maybe a new metal could pop up. Oh, what about the door? It's probably locked. Oh god, come on! I was expecting the text to fix itself by now, but apparently not. But we're not really missing any information here. Kitty Giddy showers on the other side of the door. Could be awkward if she has anything hanging out to dry, so it's probably best if I don't look. It's probably locked anyway, too, so it's like, Aside from Monokuma's announcements, I've never seen it. Okay. So, obviously, the only thing here that's you can actually important here, or seems interesting, is this. Whatever the hell it is. There's something on the table here. A wooden plate? What's that used for? I think it's probably a key. You know, like the keys used for the lockers at a public bath? It looks just like one of those. Hell if I know. I've never been to a public bath. That sounds about right. Tagami probably can't even envision what a public bath would look like. So it's a key, huh? That reminds me. I might have seen something like that before. Somewhere. Oh? Where? As I recall... Ah, yes, in the dojo. I recall seeing something similar to this there. Ah, right, the dojo. Yeah, we saw that too. Okay. Is that it? What exactly is it you were hoping to find by investigating this room? I don't have anything specific in mind. I just thought that there might be something useful here. Something that might help me understand Kitty Giddy better. Don't tell me that's the only reason you dragged me along on this little trip. Sorry. There's not enough time in the world to produce useful results when you don't even have an objective. Don't you have anything more concrete? Anything at all that tells you what it is that needs doing? Something more concrete? Ah, now that you mention it. Yep, she handed me... Oh yeah, that the note, or that envelope she gave us. If anything happened to her, we should open it. I'm pretty sure I put it in my pocket. There it is. What's that envelope? Kitty Giddy gave it to me. She said to open it should something happen to her. Then open it. Something has indeed happened to her. Okay. I lifted the envelope's flap and carefully removed its contents. It was a single sheet of scrap paper. Under the sheets. Was there nothing else in the envelope? Nope. That's it. Under the sheets. Does that mean there's something there? Okay, let's check. Is there something hidden beneath the bed sheets? Only half expecting to find anything, I lifted the sheets up and... What's this? I found a single crumbled sheet of paper. The Academy's 78th class student register. Mukuro Ikusaba. That looks to be a Mukuro Ikusaba student profile. So it does. I'm guessing Kitty Giddy stole this along with a key when she snuck into the headmaster's office. Oh yeah, because he said he was missing a blankety blank blank. Or blankety blankety blank. The blankety blankety blank Monokuma mentioned. It has to be this. This is what Monokuma left behind, so her death wouldn't be in vain. This isn't a time to be getting emotional. Hurry up and read it. Alright. I collected myself and looked down at Monokuma Ikusaba's profile. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. Title, Super Duper High School Mercenary. Mukuro Ikusaba's slender build belies on her combat specialist, highly skilled in wide range of weaponry. Fostering an intense interest in the military from a young age, it eventually became her whole world. While in elementary school, Mukuro Ikusaba took the championship in an international airsoft tournament. gaining recognition and making her the subject of articles in numerous modern military publications. However, just before she entered middle school, Mikuru Ukasaba went missing during a family trip to Europe. The investigation into her disappearance, which was being treated as a kidnapping, made little progress, and drew considerable media attention. In the end, she was never found. 3 years later, however, Mikuru Ukasaba suddenly returned to Japan alone. Someone's here. Probably my sister. She confessed to having spent the previous 3 years enlisted as a member of the Pharaoh Mercenary Corps. She said she had not been kidnapped, but she was left on her own volition. She left on her own volition to be trained as a mercenary. All right, guys, I'm back. This is kind of a weird transition because I was recording this part right now, part 70, yesterday, but then I had to leave right in the middle of recording, and so now I'm like picking up where the hell I left off. So I think he was talking about that school register. Despite that, it still remains unclear as to why she suddenly decided to return to Japan. Okay, so now we know her school or student profile, known as a super duper high school mercenary. Mercenaries this, warfare that. It's like she's from another dimension and not just the world she lives in or how she was raised. But it's more like fiction and non-fiction. There's no point even trying to compare them. That's how far apart our dimensions are. That was the impression I had as an ordinary, everyday citizen. But I never thought I'd hear the name Pharaoh in a place like this. Huh? You've heard of them? The Pharaoh Mercenary Corps. It's a deranged organization of warriors for hire. Although they do offer some rather useful services, it wouldn't hurt for you to remember their name. No, I think I'm good. This is all obviously way out of my league. However, there is something that's bugging me. I recall hearing rumors that Pharaoh had already... I spy with my little eye a sub-character-esque protagonist and a protagonistic-ish sub-character. Monokuma! Well now, what do you guys have there? Aye, you saw the profile! And what are you gonna do about it? No need to act like you got a snake in your boots. I don't have any intention of condemning you guys. Nor am I going to get all over Cowardly Kitty-Gitty's case for stealing it either. To be quite honest, thievery isn't against the rules, but I can't forgive Ugami, who broke the school rules by destroying the headmaster's office's lock. Maybe I should drag out her body, hack it up, and eat it. Bears are omnivorous, after all. You must be pretty particular about the rules if you consider a violation unforgivable. You got that right. The school rules are the grease that keeps the academy running smoothly. So as the headmaster, it is my obligation to uphold the rules. You uphold the rules, huh? Does that mean the rules apply to you too? Yes, sir. I don't want to deal with you guys getting your panties all in a bunch about things being unfair. And while we're talking about particulars, I've got some juicy information for you guys. Information? It's about who the rules apply to. To put it another way, it's about the participants in this academic coliseum. Up till now, I don't think I've told you exactly how many participants there are. So I think it's about time I cleared things up. When you guys gathered in the entrance hall, there were only 15 of you there, right? So I'm guessing that caused a pretty big misunderstanding for you guys. By misunderstanding, do you mean... Yep, there are 15, but a total of 16 high school students participating in the Academic Coliseum. 16? Then the girl that Kitty told us about is a 16th student. Well, pretty much exactly what Kitty told us. The 16th student, Mikuru Ukasaba, is also a participant, which means the rules also apply to her. Why? Yes? Did you say something? Why would you go out of your way to tell us that specifically? Well, you see, as I said before, the Academic Coliseum is being broadcast live to despairingly rave reviews. With so many people watching, it's necessary to be completely transparent about the rules. I mean, it'd be a big pain if I had to deal with a storm of complaints and hate mail later, wouldn't it? So that's why I told ya. Well, that's all the hints you're getting from me. But, as retribution, I will tell you one other thing. Retribution? Tit for tat! Cowardly Kitty-Gitty's tit for a Monokuma tat. Mikuru Ikusaba's profile for Kitty-Gitty's profile. Kitty-Gitty's profile? You know how she wears those obnoxious gloves day in and day out? Just between you and me, she wears them, to hide markings on both her hands that she doesn't want people to see. What? Oop, oop, oop. That's all you're getting from me. See you guys again at the class trial. Okay. She has markings on her hand. Markings on both her hands that Kitty doesn't want people to see. Could he possibly be talking about... Oh yeah, that tattoo that we saw. But wait, Monokuma said it was something she didn't want people to see. We're just to say she wears the gloves to hide her hands. But if that's the case, well, then what about those fake nails? Yeah, why the hell go through all the way? Why wear nails? You know, why wear fake nails? Are you thinking about Kitty again? Huh? Now is not the time for that. First, we need to carefully consider Monokuma's trap. His trap? Your feeble-mindedness can only be punishment from God. Think carefully about what Monokuma just said. There are 16 students here in the academy. In other words, Mukuro Ukusaba counts as a student. To make it even easier for you, Monokuma was trying to say the school rules apply to her. The question is, why would Monokuma come out and say that at this particular time? He said it was so there wouldn't be any more complaints afterwards about the rules not being clear. Turning it around, it means that she is connected to this case. And because of that, in the interest of fairness, Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student in advance of the class trial. Mukuro Ikusaba is involved in the case? It's possible she's a culprit in Kyoko Kirigiri's murder. What? If you assume that she's a culprit, then it makes sense that the class trial would be held, because that means the murder was without question committed among the students. The culprit is Mukuro Ikusaba? She killed Kirigiri? Of course, anyone with a working brain can figure out that much. In fact, that's why I believed it to be the case when Monokuma announced the trial. But what Monokuma just said made me change my mind. She's not the culprit. Why not? Mukuro Ukusaba, the super-duper high school despair, is possibly the puppet master's true identity. Given that, doesn't it strike you as odd? Why would the puppet master go out of her way to reveal information disadvantageous to her? Now that you mention it, that does make sense. On the other hand, her saying things to intentionally make Mukuro Ukusaba look suspicious means exactly the opposite, that she's not the culprit. Which is why you said it was a trap designed to make us draw an incorrect conclusion. That's one possible interpretation. The more I think about it, the more likely it seems, but then, if the 16th student isn't a culprit, then who is? It would seem as though we're completing our business in this room. Let's get going to our next location. The dojo, right. We need to figure out what the wooden key opens. Let's go. Alright. And, oh yeah, it takes us right to the dojo. That's very nice. So, one of these lockers opens. Just gotta look for which one. A row of wooden lockers line up against the wall. The keys here, public bath. So the key we found in Kitty's room really did come from these lockers. Migi, look at the locker on the right. It's the only one with a key in it. You know what that means, don't you? It means I need to put the key we found in Kitty's room to the slot. Get to it! Okay. I took the wooden plate out of the pocket and inserted it into the slot on the locker. The key slid into the slot as though it was being sucked in, and I opened the locker door. There are arrows inside, around 10 in total, maybe. They're duralumin. Okay. They may be thin, but they're extremely sturdy. They're type of metal. But without a bow, they're nothing but thin, sturdy rods. Thin, sturdy rods. Okay. Aside from that, there's a ball of brown packing tape crumpled on the bottom of the locker, with what appears to be blood on it. The fact that there's blood means that it's probably connected to the murder. I'm inclined to agree that this is connected. As for now, I'm drawing a blank right now. Yeah, me too. I can't really remember this case too well. I think that's all about there is in the interest in the locker. Okay. What's wrong, Tagami? Doesn't it strike you as odd? Something obviously connected to the murder while being stored in this locker, but why was the key to that locker in the victim's Kirigiri's bedroom? Wait, what if... Tagami? Never mind. Anyway, there's not much time. Let's move. Huh? Where to? We have research to do. On Finir. Finir? You mean a mercenary group of Kuro Kasaba was in? But how are we gonna do that? Where does one go to do research? Do I really need to spell this out for you? Where would one go to do research? You mean the archives? In a library? Oh yeah, that's right. There are even files there that aren't public knowledge. We don't have much time until class trial. Let's go. And to the archives we go. Alright. The files of Finir are on that shelf, I think. Tagame headed straight for the shelf at the back, as though he knew exactly what he was looking for. There it is. Here. Then he returned to where I was standing, carrying a single file. Okay, can you tell me what's in it? Here, look. Look. Excuse me, I can't read it. What language is this in? You're not saying you made it to high school without learning French, are you? Well, I'm pretty sure the majority of high school students can't read French, actually. You're hopeless. Fine, I'll read it for you. Just know that you'll be repaying this debt 100-fold. 100-fold? Extortionate much? Finir is an organization of professional soldiers operating out of the Middle East. Unlike typical private military companies... Hey, Metal Gear Solid 4, PMCs, okay. Finir is a brutally violent outfit specializing in direct combat. It is said that a single member of Finir has a military strength of 100 ordinary soldiers. Just like the Finir of legend, the Wolf of Ragnarok, they inspire fear in everyone they meet in battle. While it's not public knowledge, they apparently took part in a great many battles and military operations. However, some time ago they suddenly ceased all activity. It is presently unknown whether the organization even still exists. Some reports suggest that all of the high-ranking members were murdered, but no one was able to confirm it. Another rumor says Finir was exterminated to prevent them from leaking highly classified military secrets, and some believe they destroyed themselves in some sort of internal conflict. What? I feel like, how should I put it, I'm gazing into another world. We're all part of the same world, they just live next door. Besides the battlefield and this academy, they aren't actually so different. Both worlds thrive in the unimaginable and unpredictable, and that is why this place is so much fun. I couldn't disagree with you even more. Anyway, is there anything else you're curious about? This was your last chance to learn about Finir. Oh yeah, there was something. There's one thing I want to know. Earlier you mentioned the legend of Finir, right? Ragnarok? Yeah. Finir, the legendary Wolf of Ragnarok, son of Loki in Norse mythology. While we're on the subject, I'll tell you one other thing. To show that they were members of Finir, every soldier was apparently required to inscribe the symbol of Finir somewhere on their bodies. Now, I'm probably saying the name wrong over and over again, but it's like, whatever. What? A symbol representing Finir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. Wait, could that be? Maybe. Oh, it looks like we're done here. Seems class trial is going to begin. Graduates may be, time consistently erodes away at every living thing, material, and phenomenon. Little by little, damage is being inflicted upon each of us, and we need to be more mindful of it. So, to that end, time's up! It's time for the class trial! Anyway, you guys, get your rears in gear and meet at the usual place. Oop, oop, oop. See you in a bit. It seems our time's up. Everything else we'll need to figure out during the class trial. Indeed. Let's go. Let's go. Here we are. Let's get this going. But I still feel like there's a lot more we need to learn more about, but you know, we have all the information we can get at the moment. Yo, Nags and Togs are here, and they're together, dude. And where did you guys get off to? You just all of a sudden vanished and never came back. Don't ask stupid questions. We were investigating. What else? My White Knight was out investigating alone with Alexa Makoto Negi? Are you jealous? I don't even want to imagine what she's fantasizing about right now. Cut the chit-chat and brace yourselves. He should be here any minute. Any minute now. He'll be here. I tensed up without realizing it. Imagine what would happen after this. However what? Bizarrely, even after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. What is the meaning of this? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet? Maybe he broke down again? What should we do? Wait a little longer, or what? Yo! Suddenly Monokuma! Yo ho ho! I scared ya! Explain yourself. Where'd you get off? Where do you get off making me wait? Me? Making you guys wait? Don't you have that wrong? It's you guys making me wait! Huh? I was just waiting for you guys to all show up. We can't start if everyone is not here now, can we? What are you talking about? We're all already here. Oop, boop, boop. But you're not. It's been 10 minutes. I'm tired of waiting. I'll just say the no-show is in violation of the rules. Now that that's been settled, I'm just gonna prepare the punishment. If you're talking about me, I'm right here. When we heard that voice, everyone turned back together. I'm here, aren't I? Oh my god! Kitty Kitty! Kitty Kitty, you're alive? No, that's a ghost, dude! You just stay in the corner over there. Yeah, save it for the class trial. Wouldn't want to spoil all the fun before we even started. Is there no penalty for being late? I'm here, aren't I? The rules don't say anything about tardiness. Isn't that right? You're just a coward, Kitty Kitty. You're nothing but a coward. Indeed, there is no penalty for being late, but I'm sure you'll regret it later. I'll make you regret it. Anyway, you guys get your asses on the elevator. I'll run on ahead. The moment Monokuma disappeared, we all surrounded Kitty Kitty. Kitty Kitty! You're not dead! Of course not. Hooray! I'm so glad you're alive! Her being alive isn't necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, dude! That's a ghost! I said stand in the corner, you! Let's get moving. We can continue this conversation during the class trial. Without even looking over at Kitty Kitty, Togami boarded the elevator. Wait for me, my white knight! Yeah, we better hurry, or Monokuma might start dishing out punishments for real this time. We can be happy after we made it past this class trial. And so, one by one, the rest of the crew got onto the elevator. But for me, there was one thing I absolutely had to ask Kitty Kitty before the class trial. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Where were you? Kitty Kitty, before the trial, there's one thing I'd like you to tell me. Where have you been? You used that key and snuck in somewhere, didn't you? The second floor of the dormitory. I was doing some investigating there. The second floor of the dormitory? There are no security cameras or TVs there, so I was able to get by without Monokuma noticing. But because of that, I also wasn't able to hear Monokuma's announcements. I had absolutely no idea that a corpse had been found here. When did you find out? Just as I was returning to the first floor, I heard a class trial announcement. After that, I did a quick survey of the crime scene. I couldn't come into the class trial knowing nothing. So that's why you were late. Sorry for making you wait. So, if you were able to access the second floor of the dormitory, then that means that the key you had opens the shutters to the second floor? Not exactly. To be specific here, it can unlock every lock in the academy. I suppose you can call it Monokuma's secret gadget. What? So she has that key is like a master key? Hey, what are you two doing? If you don't hurry, Monokuma's gonna get mad. Negi, I'll tell you the rest after we make it through the class trial, okay? Right now, I want to focus on overcoming what's right in front of me. More than likely, this trial is going to be a considerable turning point for me. For me? Something bugs me about her wording. It sounds like she's saying this class trial is going to be a big obstacle for her in particular. Well, we should get going. Without even giving me time to express my concern, Kitty Kitty walked off toward the elevator. I'm just overthinking things, right? I hope. Okay, we do. We just gotta get on. I was the last one to board the elevator, and when I stepped on, the door closed behind me. Now the elevator looks really empty now. My fear and uncertainty grew with the harsh mechanical rumble of the elevator. I knew I would never get used to the pressure, feeling like a death row inmate waiting for the inevitable. Nobody spoke to cut through the gloomy darkness. We just stood, staring in silence. And after a short while, a bright light did what our words would not, shattering in darkness. The light burned itself into my eyes. But it wasn't a light of hope. It was the light of despair. Oh god, this... Ew, I don't like the court decoration now. I've been waiting for this moment. It's been so long since we all been together like this. We don't need any silly jokes or long, drawn-out introductions anymore. Let's just get this party started. And so, for the 5th time, the curtain rose. And here goes a little monologue here. A trial for life and a judgment of death. Deception in life and treachery in death. Betrayal for life and betrayal for death. The riddles of life and the mystery of death. Justification for life and rationalization of death. Faith in life and trust in death. The class trial to live or the class trial to die. And just like that, we are now in the section of, well, just about to begin the trial for, well, now we don't know who the hell's dead. I mean, if we say Ikusaba is the puppet master, then we assume that the corpse is Kirigiri, but now she's there, so it's like, what the hell's going on? This trial is going to be very interesting. So, just wait. So next time, guys, we'll get this trial started. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Dangan Ronpa. I'll see you guys later.